Good morning, students. In the previous class, I have sent homework. I have sent few questions of solid state. I think you all are doing the revision. And in that note, I have also written that you should read thoroughly the chapter. Okay, and many definitions. Then reasoning questions are there. Derivations are there. Derivations are very little, and numericals I have sent. So numericals. Whatever numericals as example is given in your book, you see all the numericals as well as whatever I have sent in homework in the last class as well as in the earlier classes also I have sent few homeworks. Now today let us take the next chapter, that is solution. In solution chapter there are many formulas related to the concentration of solution like molarity, molality, mole fraction. But in this whole chapter, we have used molality and mole fraction to show the concentration. Why we have used molality and mole fraction, or you can say why we prefer to use molality and mole fraction, not molarity, because molality and mole fraction are free of temperature. They do not depend on temperature. But molarity depends on temperature because volume factor is there. So this is the reason. So I think these all formulas already you have studied earlier also. Then come to Henry law. Henry law tells about the relation between partial pressure of a gas and how to dissolve a gas in a solvent to make a solution. And what is the statement of Henry law? That is very important, the statement of Henry law and that small equation. And also the limitations and applications of Henry laws, it is very important. At least 2 or 3 applications you should keep in mind. Not in detail, but 2 or 3 applications of Henry law. Then Raoult's law. Raoult's law is a special case of Henry law. After that statement of Raoult's law, in that Raoult law many terms were coming, like we were using PA, PA naught and P. What is the meaning of these 3 different like PA is the partial pressure, or I'm sorry, it is a vapor pressure of a solvent in solution. What is PA naught? PA is the vapor pressure of the pure solvent and P is the vapor pressure of the solution. In place of P you can use PS also. Actually A, we have taken A as a solvent and B as a solute. So PA is the vapor pressure of the solvent in the solution, PA naught is the vapor pressure of the pure solvent and P is the vapor pressure of the solution. Which type of solution? Generally we have taken in the whole chapter, we have taken a solution which is made up of non-volatile solute in volatile solvent. Now when non-volatile solute is added in volatile solvent, then vapor pressure of the solution decreases as well as the boiling point increases. Now in Raoult's law, what is ideal solution? In the definition of ideal solution, you will write the statement as well as you will also write that delta H mixing is equals to 0 and delta V mixing is also 0. These examples also you keep in mind, because if you know the limitations of Raoult's law, then you can give the examples. And then it comes non-ideal solution. In non-ideal solution, the solutions which do not obey Raoult's law, they show 2 types of deviation from Raoult's law, positive and negative. When it is showing positive deviation, when it shows positive deviation, this answer you will give on the basis of the interaction of A, B, B and interaction of A, B. Which one is more? According to that you will explain that why this particular type of solution is positive deviation it is showing, and this one is showing negative deviation, and few examples also. Then it comes azeotropic mixtures or constant boiling mixtures. In that, two types of azeotropes are there: maximum boiling azeotrope and minimum boiling azeotrope. Maximum boiling azeotrope are shown by those solutions which show negative deviation from Raoult's law, and minimum boiling azeotropes shown by those mixtures which show positive deviation from Raoult's law. Hardly one example you keep in mind. If your concept is clear, then any example if it is given, then you can find out that which type of deviation or which type of azeotrope it will form. So your concept should be very clear. For that you should know the interaction, that it can form hydrogen bond or not, they are forming dipole-dipole interaction, or only van der Waals force is acting there. So these things should be very clear. So this is about Raoult's law. Then next comes colligative properties. Definition of colligative property is very important. Four types of colligative properties you have studied. Relative lowering of vapor pressure. The formula you know, and on the basis of that formula any numerical can come. So if any such numericals you are getting, then first you will find out that what is the vapor pressure of the pure solvent, what is the vapor pressure of the solution, what things are given. Then next colligative property is elevation in boiling point. Students, graph is not going to be asked, and neither the any type of derivation, nothing. Only what is asked, numerical is asked from this colligative property, and one more definition is asked, that is ebullioscopic constant. So definition of ebullioscopic constant is very important, and numericals related to this is also important. Then next it comes depression in freezing point. So here also graph is not going to be asked, only definition of cryoscopic constant and numericals going to be asked. And numericals without the answer of the numerical without unit, you will not get full marks. Unit is must. And plus minus 1% error in your answer can be considered. So this is depression in freezing point. Now next, the last one is osmotic pressure. So definition of osmotic pressure is very important, and here also no such derivation is asked, only numericals. Numericals related to isotonic solutions. What is isotonic solution? So numericals based on isotonic solution where pi 1 is equals to pi 2 also can be asked, or simple numericals also can be asked. And be very, very careful about the value of R. Your R, the value of R should be in liter, 0.0831, 0.0821. Okay, and your temperature for osmotic pressure always should be in Kelvin. In case of elevation in boiling point and depression in freezing point, where you are using delta T, there no need to convert degree centigrade into Kelvin or Kelvin into degree centigrade, because there we are using difference. But in case of osmotic pressure, you need only in Kelvin. Temperature should be in Kelvin. So this is about osmotic pressure. And be very careful about Van 't Hoff factor, that your solute given in the numerical is showing any association or dissociation or not. Like if it is asked that 1 m NaCl, 1 m glucose, 1 m aluminium chloride, and 1 m acetic acid, whose depression in freezing point value will be maximum. So what you will do? You will show the ionization. So in NaCl and AlCl3, these two are electrolytes, and this is also electrolyte. but these two are strong electrolytes. So NaCl will further give, after dissociation, will give you 2 ions, 2 particles, but AlCl3 will give you 3 particles. AlCl3 will give you Al3 plus, total 4 particles it is giving. And what about acetic acid? Acetic acid will dimerize. 2 particles of acetic acid will join and they will behave as 1. So for NaCl, the value of I you can take as 2. For glucose, neither association nor dissociation, so I will remain 1, and for aluminium chloride, I will become 4. And for acetic acid, where it is showing dimerization, association, so value of I will become half. So whose depression in freezing point value will be maximum? It will be maximum for LCl3 and minimum for acetic acid. So these type of questions are always asked. And how to calculate that degree of dissociation? So after getting the answer, you convert it into percentage. So degree of dissociation calculation, calculation of I, and this numerical should be very clear. And if numerical is asked related to depression in freezing point or elevation in boiling point, first you read the question 2-3 times, the temperature given. First you find out that it is the temperature, it is delta TF or TF naught or only TF, or it is delta TB or TB naught or only TB. That you find out first, then you start the numerical. So students, so you read the chapter thoroughly. Small questions are asked, not explanations are not asked. Definitions and numericals only are asked from this chapter. So prepare it, and I am sending you homework also. And